but also I'm going to share with you guys a little story. Well, let's see. Bullying for me, it started around second grade. Now in second grade, they called me SpongeBob because I had buck teeth, I kid you not. You know, of course I laugh at it now, but what would a normal second grader do if you heard that? There you go. Did a lot of crying in second grade. I was pushed around a lot. One time I even had shoes thrown at me. And this was in second grade. But see, I really didn't experience severe bullying until fifth grade. In fifth grade, I started my music career. I was 10 years old. I had absolutely no idea what I was getting into. You know, it's a lot of hard work, some bad times, but you know, it's a lot of fun, especially, you know, getting to go on tour, perform in front of an audience like you guys. It's amazing. But see, when I first started, every single one of my friends, when they found out, oh, I never heard the end of it. They turned against me. They started calling me gay. They told me I couldn't sing, I couldn't dance, I had no talent, I'd never go anywhere, I'd just be a wannabe for the rest of my life. Well, guess what? I didn't listen to them, and I proved them wrong, because I'm on tour right now for the whole year, and they're back at home. Thank you. Well, I'm not gonna lie. When it first started, it really got me down. I was really depressed. You know, I had no idea how to stop that. It made me almost want to quit music the second I started. But I'm glad I did, because I'm here now. I'm glad I did not quit. I'm glad I kept pushing on. See, what it took was for me to actually realize that what they were saying, it wasn't true. What they were saying about me wasn't true. They were just jealous. That's what happened. And whatever they're saying about you, let's say you're being bullied, verbally, physically, cyber, socially, any type of bullying, you might be going through that right now. Whatever they're saying, it's not true. They're jealous of you. They might think you're better looking than them. They might think, you know, you're smarter than them. You might get better grades than them. They're jealous of you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. And this was back when I was 12 years old. I was on my first tour, and I was in a small town called Winona, Mississippi. So while I was there, the whole tour, we were out at dinner one night, and apparently the manager arranged for somebody to come and talk to us, and we had no idea who he was. He walks in the door, and he says, "Hi, my name is Robert Britt. I'm a sergeant in the United States National Guard, and I'm going to share with you guys a story about my daughter named Sarah." Sarah, she was a 16-year-old varsity cheerleader. She could dance, she could play piano. She had a lot of talent. Not to mention she was beautiful. She had a lot of friends. She was very popular. But see, the whole story was awesome until one moment, where everything took a turn for the worst. And that was when her boyfriend of a couple of years decided to, 1, break up with her, 2, go and spread every single little rumor he possibly could about her. Made every single one of her friends turn against her. Every single one of them. She starts getting texts, she starts getting messages, she starts getting comments, posts about her, saying, "You're ugly, you're stupid, you have no friends, you're worthless, you're a wasted space." And she believed it. She hid behind a smile, and she did a very good job at that because her parents nor her teachers even knew about it. This went on for a good week. But eventually all it took was this one girl. And this girl, she used to be Sarah's best friend. She said, "You have no friends, why don't you just kill yourself?" You know, that night she was actually at dance practice. It was around 8 o'clock that night when she got home. She got released early from dance. She walked in the door, hugged her dad, kissed him on the cheek, said, "You know, I'm going to bed, I love you." And she walked upstairs. A little bit later, Mr. Britt went to go say goodnight to all of his kids. He had 3. He walked upstairs. Sarah's room was the first door on the left. he tried to get into the door, and into the room, but the door was locked. Which was actually normal, because how many of you guys have siblings? Just a question. That is almost all of you, wow. You guys know how annoying they can get, right? Yeah. Well, see, I don't know that because I'm only child, but I've heard bad things. You know, you want some time alone and away from your siblings, right? Because I've heard that. Okay, so it was normal for the door to be locked. And he knocked on the door, and there was no response. Which once again was normal, because what do most teenagers do nowadays? They're usually on these things, with their headphones in, that are on YouTube, that are asleep. So it was normal. He went back downstairs, started watching a hunting show, and kind of forgot about it. But something kept bothering him. So he went to his room, he got that little special key that parents have that pop the locks on the kids' doors. But probably the teachers probably know what I'm talking about. And he walked upstairs. His 13-year-old daughter named Emily met him at the door. They popped the lock and they walked in. Sarah wasn't on the bed asleep. She wasn't listening to music. She wasn't doing homework. They couldn't find her. That's when Mr. Britt looked to his left. He saw his daughter, 16, beautiful, outgoing, so much potential later in life. He saw her hanging in the closet. Not even a minute later, his 10-year-old son named Hunter walked in and saw that. Detectives started investigating, and after they read all the comments, all the texts, all the posts, all the messages, they asked Mr. Blaine, they said, do you want to prosecute all these kids? Well, you know, since he's in the National Guard, he does a lot of community service. He knew most of those kids, and it's a very small town, so he knew most of those kids that said those things. So it was hard for him to say yes, knowing that they could go to jail. So out of the grace and love of his heart, he said, no, I do not want to prosecute these kids. But see, that's not always the case. These detectives, they don't always give the parents a choice. In fact, I can't remember how long it was ago, but a 13-year-old in Florida, she jumped off a building and committed suicide due to bullying. The detectives in Florida, they did not give the parents a choice to prosecute or not. So those 13-year-olds, those 12-year-olds, however old they were, they could be facing jail time right now over something they said. So guys, start thinking twice before you say something. Before something like Sarah happens. Before something like Amanda Todd happens. I want you guys to stop this right now. I want you guys to read something. And I want you guys to read these first two words right here. Right here. Read that out loud for me.
Stand and defend.
Stand and defend. I wanted you guys to read that because I want that to be engraved in your mind. I want you to think that every single day when you wake up, when you go to school, I want you to think that. Think, stand and defend. How could I stand up for victims of bullying today, but also defend myself? One easy way to do it. And that is either you have a choice. If you see bullying happening in the hallways, in the locker rooms, at gym, lunch, wherever, you can either walk up to that bully, look him or her dead in the eye, say, you need to go away, this isn't cool. That, or you can go get a teacher. And see, these teachers, they love and they care for you. Isn't that right, teachers? There you go. Everyone give your teachers a round of applause. They're awesome. You guys, I know it may not seem that way at times, but trust me, they do. They love and they care for you. They would do anything for you. If they hear about bullying, they will stop and remain you. And guys, if you tell a teacher, it's not being a tattletale, it's not being a snitch, it could possibly save someone's life. But guys, it starts with you. You know, I was one of those kids back when I was being bullied. That I was the kid that sat alone at lunch. I was the kid that didn't talk to anybody because I was afraid of getting ridiculed and picked on even more. I didn't want it to happen anymore. That's why I sat alone. I didn't talk to anyone. You see, guys, if you see someone like that, they're basically calling for help. You need to be the person to walk up to them, try to be a friend. Because who knows? They might be on that little edge, that one little push can shove them and make them flying off a cliff. Well, guess what? If you go up to them, you talk to them, you try to be a friend, ask them what's going on, what they need help with, that might just be that little thing they need. The little thing that makes them want to carry on, makes them stronger, makes them want to fight another day. But guys, it starts with you. I'm going ahead as the next artist, but you know, you guys have been an amazing audience, and I love you guys already. You guys are awesome. We have plenty of amazing artists ready to perform for you, but the question is, are you ready for them? Did I just hear a no? I thought I heard a no for a second. That scared me. But yeah, so you guys ready for them?
Yeah!
All right. See you guys later. Love you guys.
From the great state of Texas, San Antonio's very own Teen Nation.